Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Okay. So, my last couple of posts and videos have kind of been gearing more towards reverts. Because I've been getting a lot of feedback lately from other reverts, and, you know, it seems to be like the main issues that reverts struggle with seem to be pretty universal. Not just American reverts, but European reverts, or even reverts over in Middle East or Africa, you know, Eastern continent. So, I made a post a while back about like how to approach reverts and like kind of the do's and don'ts, because a lot of Muslims who are not reverts, so a lot of Muslims who are raised Muslim, raised in a Muslim country, raised in a Muslim family, you know, they intentionally or unintentionally you know, offend and insult reverts on a daily basis. And it's not for me to judge whether they're doing it intentionally or not, whether it's their niyyah or not, or maybe they just don't have the knowledge. That's why I make these videos, right? Like, I make these videos to spread knowledge, to spread awareness. You know, I have people on my last post, on my last video, telling me to stop making videos because I'm not a sheikh, because I'm not an imam, so I don't have a right to make videos. And it's really funny to me because you don't have to be a sheikh or an imam or a scholar to make a video to share your experiences about being a Muslim or being a revert Muslim and helping other people through sharing your experiences. You don't have to be a scholar or an imam or a sheikh to give your advice or to give reminders. Where in Islam, where is the dalil? Where in Islam does it say you have to be a sheikh, a scholar, or an imam to be able to give reminders to your brothers and sisters in Islam? And so I find these comments like very funny, you know, because like I just roll my eyes, because these people who are making these comments, they're not even doing it discreetly in the first place, so they're wrong. So if they can't even do something appropriately, like advise me on something that they think I need advising on, if they can't even do that appropriately, why am I gonna take anything that they say for like being legit? There's gonna be no validity to what they're saying, right? And, you know, so they're telling me, you know, stop doing videos and I'm not helping anyone, and I just like to make videos because all of the men give attention to me, and that's what I want. I want attention from the men. If I wanted attention from men, I wouldn't be wearing hijab, first of all. Second of all, I would be married or something. I'm 32 and I'm single, and I don't talk to any of the men in my Facebook who leave me comments. If you see, I don't even have messaging, and I don't respond to people in private. I don't even have messaging open on my Facebook anymore. And they said, you know, I come on here with a fake accent and I'm trying to pretend like I'm Arab. Well, when you speak multiple languages, and when you are around people, when you're an ESL teacher, or when you're around people whose English is not good, and you've lived in other countries for long periods of time, your English or whatever your accent is gets messed up. I know a lot of Americans who've moved to Australia, or they've moved to England, to Great Britain, or they've moved to South Africa, and then maybe 5 or 6 years go by and I visit them, or they visit me, and they have an accent. And no one sits around and thinks, well, they're faking that because they want to be British, or they want to be Australian, or they want to be South African. They have an accent because when you live in an environment, and this not for everyone, there's people, I've met people in Egypt who are American that have lived there for 20 years and they don't know any Arabic and they don't have any accent whatsoever. But for some people, they have like something in their brain, right? The way that they that their brain perceives things, the perception and like the sensory mechanisms in their brain, or maybe just how they learn and soak up languages, and how aware they are of their surroundings and stuff. You know, there's studies done. I love reading about this stuff, guys. There's a lot of studies done about how people pick up languages, why some people can learn languages very easily, and why some people cannot learn languages at all. It's very hard for them. And you know, there's a lot of research and studies and books about this, and in those books and in this research, and this is like a worldwide research, this isn't just like an American based study, it's actually like a worldwide thing. And in these research, in these studies, they talk about there's some people, you can put them in a place for one day, for just one day, for 24 hours, like in a foreign city, and they'll start talking like the people around them. And some people most of these people don't even know that they're doing it. Like, they did one study, they sent a man to France, he was American. He had never even been outside of America. They sent him to France, and within 1 week, he was talking with a French accent. He didn't speak French at all. He didn't even know like 5 words in French. But because he was one of these people who pick up on accents and languages, and is kind of like a social, like a language chameleon, where he can blend in with his surroundings, he was starting to talk with the French accent and he didn't even realize it. And so it's the same for me. You know, I used to live in the Netherlands. When I lived in the Netherlands, I was practicing my Dutch, so I didn't speak English that much. I spoke Dutch. And when I spoke Dutch, I had an accent because I was trying to speak authentic Dutch. Just like when I speak Arabic, I don't say Assalamu alaikum. This is how Americans say it. Assalamu alaikum. I don't say it like that. I say Assalamu alaikum. I try to speak Arabic with the Arabic accent. So I try to speak Dutch with the Dutch accent. You know? So it's not that I'm trying to sound like I have an accent, but for the past 3 or 4 years, my English is off a little bit. My accent gets switched up. If I happen to be talking in Arabic that day, if I happen to be talking in Dutch or Afrikaans that day, if I happen to be watching a movie in French or Afrikaans or Hollandi, my accent's gonna change. And it's not that I'm trying, I don't even realize it till I have jerks coming on my Facebook telling me that I'm pretending to have an accent because I wish that I was an Arab. I don't wish I was an Arab. I don't wish I was anybody except for someone that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased with. So let's get that straight. And second of all, I'm not gonna stop making videos because there's very important things that need to be discussed. There's awareness that needs to be raised on certain things, on certain issues. Okay? And there's topics that need to be discussed that aren't being discussed in other places. And as we said, okay, so there's a question. Someone just asked me how I feel about doing wudu with tattoos. This is a stupid question, and I have to address it in every video because people are still being ignorant and they don't know about Islam. The people asking these questions don't know about Islam. To the brother who just asked this question, are you a Muslim? And if you're a Muslim, how come you don't have any knowledge about your religion, Islam? Because in Islam, if you know about it, you know that when someone is not a Muslim and they take Shahada, La ilaha illallah, and they become Muslim, everything before they were Muslim is forgiven. And that is included tattoos. Tattoos is included in that. Wudu is still valid, okay? If you see a revert, which is someone who was not raised Christian, who became Muslim later, if they have tattoos, that was part of what was forgiven by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when they became Muslim. When they entered into Islam, when I entered into Islam with my tattoos, that is part of what Allah or what Islam said that will be forgiven. Don't ask stupid questions. And don't ask me how I feel about it. I don't feel anything about it. In fact, you talk to any revert Muslim who has tattoos from when they were Christian or whatever before they were Muslim, ask them and they will say, what are you talking about? What do I feel about it? We don't feel anything about it. Why? Because when we entered into Islam, we knew that that was part of our past life before Islam. It was before Islam, so we don't think about it. We don't care about it. Because we know what Islam says about becoming a Muslim or taking Shahada and entering into Islam. We know that Islam says when you enter into Islam, everything before that was forgiven. And all your bad deeds before entering Islam turn to good deeds. So we don't worry about it. We don't think anything about it. Our wudu is still valid. It's not haram for us to keep it if we can't afford to remove them. It costs thousands of dollars. It takes, depending on how many tattoos you have and how long you have them, could take up to a year or two to remove them, because you can only go once every 3 or 4 months, because they burn your skin. It's very painful. They cannot give you anything to take the pain away. It's very painful and it leaves scars. It actually damages your body more than leaving the tattoos. Once the tattoo is on your body, it's not doing any more damage. It's just the ink in the skin. That's it. Like marker on a paper. That's it. But to remove the tattoos, it's very expensive and it's very painful and it leaves scars on your body. Okay? So, learn about Islam before you ask questions about tattoos and reverts. And that goes into what I was starting to talk about at the beginning of this video, is things not to say to reverts because you will insult them. And that's one of them. Do you think I'm the only revert in the world with tattoos? No. Do you think I'm the only revert in the world with tattoos that gets offended or angry or shocked when another Muslim tells me my wudu is not valid because I have tattoos, or that I'm haram because I have tattoos? We get angry, we get insulted, we get offended. I'm not the only one. And yet you guys sit here, blah blah blah, telling me I'm haram because of this and this and this and this, when you're not even checking your own self. You can't even give advice to someone like me or to another revert discreetly in private. No, you have to come on Facebook or social media or in front of a group of people and advise them. And this is not the way that Islam says to do it. So you're telling someone they're not doing something right Islamically, and look at you, you're a hypocrite because you're not doing it right, something right Islamically too. So not only are you doing something that is not Islamically correct, okay, but you're being a hypocrite at the same time, which is even worse than what the other person is doing, because now you're two things that Allah hates. And you lack the knowledge of what it means for someone to enter into Islam. from another religion outside of Islam. That's 3 things. Don't do it. Just like, stop. I'm tired of explaining it. And going back to the do's and don'ts when addressing or conversing with the reverts, I've been getting a lot of feedback lately from reverts, women especially, and you know, they said, yeah, you know what, Sister Abida, I really hate it when people assume that I'm married just because I'm a Muslim, a revert, an American Muslim. And it's true. Anytime I meet someone new, a Muslim, anytime I meet a new Muslim, they say, oh, where's your husband from? The first thing, I say, Assalamu alaikum. They say, wa alaikum assalam. I said, hi, I'm Sister Abida. Nice to meet you. They said, oh, okay, where's your husband from? I was like, me? No, I'm not married. I'm not married. Why do you think I have a husband? Oh, because you're a Muslim. You're American Muslim. Okay, and? I have to be married to a Muslim Arab to be a Muslim? That sounds really stupid. Like, why can't other Muslims understand the idea that a woman or a man doesn't have to be married or dating someone or knowing someone to be a Muslim? You don't have to be married. A woman doesn't have to be married to a Muslim man to be a Muslim. Many brothers and sisters all over the world revert to Islam. They enter into Islam when they're single because they found out about Islam from the internet, or from a friend at school, or from a co-worker, or from street dawah, or from walking down the street, or from picking up a book, or from watching a movie, or from hearing a conversation at a restaurant. Thousands and millions of Muslims enter into Islam, or reverts enter into Islam single. So it's really offensive and insulting when you ask us reverts, oh, so where's your husband from? Assuming that we're married. I was single when I entered into Islam. I wasn't married. I didn't enter into Islam because of a man. And that is a very wrong and ignorant, assuming, insulting, and offensive thing to ask a Muslim woman, a revert Muslim woman. Astaghfirullah. It's very insulting. It's very offensive to us. And I have 20, 30 sisters in my Instagram telling me they hate that. Telling me, Sister Abida, please talk about this in your next video, because we are tired of Muslims asking other Muslims asking us this question. They tell me we're tired of it. Please, Sister Abida, talk about it more. I said, okay, I will talk about it, but no one listens to me. But I even if not one person listens to me, I still have to try. I have to try to spread awareness, and I have to do my best. Even if someone's not listening, I will still do it, because I'm not doing it thinking that I'm gonna get everyone to agree with me. I do it because I have to make an effort in my religion, in my deen. I have to make an effort. And so I told the sisters, okay, I will do that. So they were giving me more feedback. I said, what else? What else are you guys concerned with as a revert? Like, what are your concerns as a revert? And some of them talk about how, you know, when they become Muslim, they don't want to have a Muslim name. And that some Muslims really push, you know, oh, your name is Jennifer, so you need to change your name to a Muslim name now. And the opposite too, for the reverts who do want to change their name, the people have a problem with that too. Oh no, you shouldn't change your name because you're born with that name, so you need to keep your American name, because they think if a revert changes their name to like an Islamic name, which is usually like Arabic origin, right? They're gonna, then they say, oh, you're trying to be Arab. Don't try to be Arab. And if they don't change their name, they're like, why are you not changing your name? Ukhti, why? You keep this kafir name? No one's happy. Muslims who were raised Muslim, they spend too much time attacking reverts, attacking new Muslims, insulting them. And then they wonder why people are leaving Islam. And I'm not saying all Muslims do this, because you guys love to tell me that I use this word all, and I don't use it. Go look in my videos. I don't use it once. But a lot of Muslims who complain about, oh, why are all these new Muslims leaving Islam? They're usually the ones scaring them off. I'm not the one scaring them off. I'm here to help them. I'm here to help new Muslims. Why? Because I was a new Muslim once. I took Shahada April 5th, 2012. This coming April, in 2 months, will be 7 years. Alhamdulillah, I've been a Muslim. 7 years, alhamdulillah. 7 years, subhanallah, that I've been a Muslim. But I remember what it was like when I first became a Muslim and I didn't have any support around me. Even till now, I don't have support. For 7 years, I didn't have anything, except every now and then a brother or sister would come into my life that would help me and support me, but that's very rare. So I remember what it was like, so I'm able to come here and share my experiences with the intentions of helping new Muslims with theirs and telling them that it's okay. Don't listen to these people and focus on Allah. Focus on your intentions and your niyyah and your goals as being a Muslim. Don't listen to the Muslims around you. Follow Islam by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran, and follow Islam for Islam, not follow Islam by the Muslims. Follow Islam by Islam, by the teachings of Islam. Yet these other Muslims who attack the new Muslims and nitpick at them and tell them your wudu is not valid because you have tattoos, and haram, you need to remove your tattoos, and haram this, haram that, and they don't even know what they're saying. They just want to say the word haram to a new Muslim, you know, or to a non-Arab Muslim especially. They want to say, oh, that's haram, haram, your tattoos, yeah, yes, da, 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 da. Okay. They're the ones that are making people leave Islam. They're the ones making new Muslims want to leave Islam, not me. Yet I'm the one being accused in my comments on my videos of being takfiri and scaring everyone away from Islam because my videos are too serious, because I'm too angry, because everything I say is negative. Do you guys know why I'm serious? Because you can go on YouTube and search for Islamic videos, and 98% of them are couples, Muslim couples making jokes and being stupid and acting funny and making everything a big cheesy, corny joke. It's not funny. And you see Muslim girls with hijab rapping, hijabi rappers, and hey, yo, I'm Fatima. And you see Muslim brothers making rap videos about being Muslim and doing pranks on their Muslim families, or like, you can find all sorts of funny music, Islamic stuff, entertaining, fancy videos, fancy clothes, nice house, nice camera, nice everything. You can find it on YouTube. But my opinion is, when you're watching these Muslims give these entertaining videos, you're distracted away from the message. Sah? Like, I'm talking for myself. I know that I feel distracted because here I am watching this Islamic video, or this brother or this sister. They're rapping about Islam, or there's a Muslim girl on hijab giving a makeup tutorial, but she's also giving reminders, Islamic reminders at the same time. I don't understand those. Or like, fashion hijabis, or hijabi rappers, or Muslim couples sharing their intimate life with the world. Like, when I watch these videos personally, I don't get the message of Islam, because they're working too hard to be funny, to be fancy, to have a nice camera, to put on nice makeup and clothes, and to make like a skit and put right jokes in there, and do all this stuff to be entertaining. I'm not here to be entertaining. I'm here to relay a message. I'm here to raise awareness of important issues within Islam. And I don't need to, you guys see me all the time. I'm driving, or I'm sitting somewhere quiet by myself in the dark. I'm wearing whatever I feel like I want to throw on that day. I'm not writing these songs for you guys about Islam. I'm not making a skit. I'm not acting out something. I'm not putting on my most beautiful abaya and my most beautiful makeup. I'm not even matching today. I look like a marshmallow today. I look like a big black and purple marshmallow. I'm not like writing all these jokes, because for me personally, in my opinion, like, the message that these Muslims are trying to convey gets lost with all the entertainment. And I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to send a message. I'm here to get people thinking, to get Muslims thinking. I'm here to encourage and inspire and remind and advise, and to share my experiences of being a revert American Muslim, and to help others who are going through the same experience I am of being an American Muslim or being a revert Muslim. I'm here to help the non-reverts understand where reverts are coming from, to understand the things that we have to deal with. I don't need to make jokes. I don't need to buy a fancy camera. I don't need to dress up. I don't need to be funny and entertaining and fake. I don't need it, because the message will get lost in all of that entertainment and extra stuff. Right? I understand not everyone will like my videos. Not everyone does like. Many people hate my videos. They tell me, Sister Abida, you're so mean. You're so angry all the time. Every video is so negative. You talk so bad about other Muslims. You're takfiri, you're scaring people away from Islam because you only say bad things about Muslims, and you only get angry, and you never say anything happy and funny, and you never smile. I smile all the time. I've laughed a couple times in this video, reminiscing on what people say to me every day. It's really hard, guys. I'm telling you, it's so hard to read these comments and to see how hateful other Muslims are to me. it's really hard, it's really difficult, it makes me really sad. Because every video someone's telling me I'm going to Jahannam because of my tattoos, or that my wudu is invalid. Every video there's someone telling me I'm faking an accent. Every video there's someone telling me I'm takfiri. Every video there's someone calling me a terrorist. Every video I have people telling me I'm not even a real Muslim, that I'm not a Muslim at all, that I'm a fake Muslim, or that I'm ugly, or that I'm fat, or I need to lose weight, or you know, if I was pretty, I will have people listen to me better. You know, I get insulted and attacked every video I make. And it hurts my feelings. Sometimes I get really upset, you know. But at the end of the day, I tell myself, I'm not doing it for these people. I'm doing it because I'm helping people. And this has been my intention from the beginning, so I'm going to keep doing it by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'm not, you know, like I said, not everyone's gonna like my videos. Maybe some people don't like to sit and listen to an American Muslim talk about Islam and her experiences and her advices. I can see how that can be boring for a lot of people. Maybe they think it's boring, or maybe they don't agree with what I think or what my opinions are, or maybe they just have a complete lack of understanding. They have no knowledge of what it's like for a revert to go through things, or what kind of situations and problems that we have to deal with and issues. And that's okay, because they can go and watch the funny hijabi rappers. They can go watch the brothers and sisters rapping about Islam, or doing a fashion show and hijab, or hijabi girls making makeup tutorials, or these Muslim couples, married couples, making stupid, cheesy little videos about how married Muslims should live and how their family lives. Go watch it. I mean, if I'm boring for you and you think I'm angry all the time, I'm not. If you know me in real life, you know I'm not angry all the time. I'm laughing all the time, alhamdulillah. I'm having a good time all the time, alhamdulillah. But when I'm talking about Islam, I want to be serious. I want to be serious, and I want to speak in a way that people are only focused on what I'm saying. They're not distracted by music, or by people, or by jokes, or by something else stupid. They're only focused on what I'm saying. This is my way. If you don't like it, don't watch my videos. It's so stupid. Why do you put yourself through all this torture? So I'm at my destination. So reverts, if you have things that you feel that need to be discussed, that you're really tired of having to deal with, you're not alone. Message me, let's talk it out. I can give you the tips that have helped me being a revert and get through these issues and stuff like that, inshallah. And here's my hijab, because you all say that I wear black all the time. And have a good day. Assalamu alaikum.